Hello, Steph here. Just going to give you a little run through today. I'm going to be making some Christmas gift tags, something a little bit different, which hopefully is accessible to everybody. So I'm going to go for some snowflakes with some sort of bluey colours around it, which hopefully will go perfectly with my wrapping paper. So I've got here a little rubber stamp, and what I'm using here is what's called masking fluid. This is the bottle it's from. So this one's called drawing gum. So there's quite a few different types of this. This is about £3 or £4. You can get it off Amazon and most online sites. But essentially you want anything that's going to be wax based, that's going to resist the water-based colour that we use a little bit later. Okay, so as you can see, I've been just practicing making sure I'm getting the right consistency for my snowflakes over here. So I'm now going to move onto my paper and start putting some snowflakes on my paper, which I'm later going to cut up to make the gift tags. So you can obviously use any stamp, or you could even paint a design on in the wax resist if you prefer. And you could use any colours as well. And depending on what you do use, you could get some quite nice different effects from this technique. Okay, so now it's just a case of letting that masking fluid dry, and then once it has dried, we'll be going on with some colour. So just to show you the colours that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be mainly using some inks here, but any water-based colour will work for this. So it might, you could use pretty much any paint as long as it's at a fairly watery consistency. Inks, even food colouring, or you can water down thicker paints as well. So because this is quite a thin layer, it's dried pretty quickly. So I'm just going to start using my inks now. So you can apply the colour as however you like. My inks have a little dropper on them. But you could use a brush, pipettes, whatever you like. And I've got quite a thick brush here. I'm just going to spread that colour about a bit. So hopefully you should be able to start seeing those wax parts come through a little bit. Okay, now I'm also going to add a little bit of this. This is a kind of an optional extra. This is just 90% sort of rubbing alcohol. So it's just this type of alcohol that you use in first aid kits, etc. And this is going to sort of clash with the ink and hopefully get a little bit of an interesting pattern. And I'm just going to leave that to dry and see what we get. Okay, so hopefully now all my colour is dry. So I'm just going to now start using my finger to gently rub where the snowflakes are, and that's going to remove the masking fluid and bring that snowflake out a little bit more. You do want to make sure that your colour is definitely completely dry when you do this, otherwise you might get some smudging of your wet colour. Okay, so now all we need to do is just chop up our pattern, and if you wanted to, you could even cut this into fancy shapes as well. I'm just going to go for the classic sort of square. So there you go, and you can then use those to write your messages on and attach them to your Christmas presents, or you could even use them if you're making any Christmas cards. You could cut shapes out of this pattern to include in that as well. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a lovely Christmas.